Hello everyone, are you ready for another adventure? It's me, Woki, and it's time to end Dancing Dragon Castle, because we have Section 8 and the epilogue for today, so this is going to be the end of it. So let's go. The star inside me. Gasper. Master, are you awake? Oh, I'm so glad you're alive, Chanmus. I mean, we figured you must be, since we hadn't disappeared or anything, but we were still super worried. A ship? How did we get here? I'll tell you. It's cause Chikachi and Hibikichi used the tide-ebbing pearl right before the giant turtle swallowed them whole. Yeah. Me, Dr. Burrow. Thanks to them, we were able to make it back to the water's surface, but I'm afraid those two and Seabold weren't so lucky. Don't worry, they're okay. And I'm guessing Seabold and Ine are too. Huh? How do you know that, Master? I'll tell you later. How'd you get this ship? From me! I stole it. But Tahime, you did this? Meh, it was nothing. My Crocs did all the hard work. Croc, croc, croc! They're exceptional navigators. Seriously, what are these things? I mean, they're crocodiles. I mean, crocodile sharks. Oh, and please don't worry about Lady Otaki. I made sure to leave some Crocs behind to guard her. Damn, Matoto, you're really on top of things. You really pulled our butts out of the fire. We'd be stranded in the middle of the ocean doing who knows what if not for you. Only, how did you know to come out here and bail us out of trouble just when we needed it? Again. I noticed the waters near Dragon Castle had become quite turbulent. That suggested to me Lady Woki was in trouble, so I came as quickly as I could. Although, I suppose this means my Dragon Castle is no more. I'm sorry we couldn't protect it. No, it's alright. That castle was never meant to be here in the first place. More importantly, what are you gonna do now? I can't imagine the cannons on this ship will be much help. Let's fall back to Dejima for now. We need to reformulate our strategy. Umisachihiko and Isora Umisachihiko has Isora, the pearls, and even the Holy Grail now. How can we fight someone with so many advantages? Think, there must be a way. You could always just throw yourselves into the ocean. Oh shit. Jump on my back and I'll even take you to Haha no Kuni myself. Just be ready for it to be a one-way trip. Iwabune! No wait, that's Umasachihiko. This is like something out of a kaiju movie. Damn, looks like he's not going to make escaping easy. I finally have everything I need to make my long-held wish come true. All that remains is to see it through. But first, I'll need to make sure none of you can interfere. What is it you're trying to do anyway? Heh. When I found myself summoned here, treasured pearls in hand, I knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Unfortunately, I lacked the command I had hoped for over the pearls. The only thing I was able to draw through the gate was this abomination. The monstrous calamity Yuta sealed away. But now, I not only have the pearls, I also have the shrine maidens who can open the gate and a holy grail to boot. What's more, this very land itself is the largest gate in all this isolated country. With all these pieces in place, I can use that gate to open a path to Watatsumi no Miya. Then, I will pay a visit to Watatsumi no Kami and lift this damn curse from the Age of Gods once and for all. And if that means I must bind this world to the next, so be it. Huh? This is ridiculous. You want to connect this world to the afterlife? This age is nothing like the Age of Gods. There's no telling what the consequences for doing something like that might be. Really? What do you think would happen, Ototo? How should I know? That alone would be enough to turn this minute point into a full-blown singularity. And it certainly wouldn't stop there. I see. Unfortunately for you, I don't care about that. Still, once my wish is granted, I might be willing to join you for the aftermath. Perhaps it will be a widespread devastation, or perhaps you'll all simply disappear. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. We're not going to let that happen. No way. I don't like that look in your eyes, Master of Chaldea. Huh? Those are the eyes of a woman whose spirit is nowhere close to breaking. If I spare you now, it will be a problem later. I mean, listen, man, not to, like, talk any mess for you, but I have stared down Zeus. I've stared down a god that was, like, the amalgamation of, like, multiple Hindu pantheons. You're like a guy with a giant fucking turtle. You don't really scare me all that much. I guess the Age of Gods curse is pretty terrifying, but other than that, again, you're, like, the least threatening thing I've fought so far, at least within the last couple of years. It's no more fun in games. Time, I ended you permanently. It is the only way to be sure you'll not be a problem in the future. Ah, crap. There's no way this ship can take a direct hit from that thing? Full speed ahead, Croc. Show him what we're made of, Croc. Let's do this, Croc. They're pushing the ship? You mean you've been doing this since all the way back in the bay? We'll head straight for Dejima. We stand a better chance fighting him on land than at sea. Good thinking, Otohime. Did you really think I would just let you get away? A flimsy ship like that can't possibly. Huh? What's going on? Look, Chanmas, the turtle's all glowy. No way. What'd you do to the pearls? What are you? Holy shit. Shit's bright as hell. What is that? Is it a servant? That's Sora. That's Asobe? But how is he flying? And what is he? Why is he glowing? The god that lurks at the bottom of the sea, then shows himself high above it. So that's it. That's Azumi no Asora's true identity. Huh? What are you talking about, Professor Melucci? Remember what I told you before? But how Azumi no Asora was slow to answer Empress Jingu's summon? It wasn't actually because he was ashamed of how he looked, it's probably because it happened in autumn. Autumn? What does it have to do with anything? Yes, I'm sure the Empress waited a very long time indeed. Because Azumi no Asora hides in the summer, appears at the dawn in the fall, and glows brightest in the winter. He rises from the sea as years roll on, only to inevitably return once more. For people of ancient times, especially sailors, it was a very special guidepost, so special it was revered as a god. Yes, not only is Azumi no Asora a god of the sea, he's also the god of a star that was deified for generations. A god of a star? That's right, the cloth isn't to hide a hideous face. It was to seal away the light he emits from his own body, the very light we're seeing now. In Egypt, his star was known as Sabit. In China, it was called Teng Long, or Heavenly Wolf. It has been compared to Orion's hunting dog, and it's famous for being the brightest star in the night sky. That star name is serious. Wow, what the hell's going on? What are we doing all the way up here? For that matter, what the hell happened to me? Wow, this is amazing. So this is what it feels like to become a star. Oh, look, there are all the others. Go on, Hibiki, wave to them. You want us to wave to them? Now? Could you two keep it down, please? Oh, sorry. Alright, take a look down there. See our enemy? The giant turtle that swallowed us whole? Well, we have both the treasured pearls now. You know what we have to do next, right? Ah, jeez. What do you want us to do now? Well, for starters, let's try parting it. Holy shit, she's gonna pull a Noah? She's gonna part the sea? Or I guess it is a common, he probably. That's why they have the gender unknown. Now that I think about it, now it makes a lot of sense of why I was like, well, no, he, combination. What is this? What is she doing? I guess for the turtle, it's a she. Ah. It did part the sea like Noah. It can't be. The tide-ebbing pearl? No way, the whole sea just parted. Wait, look, the turtle's stuck now that it's on land. What in the world is going on? It's just like the legend said, the tide-ebbing pearls controlling the tide to make a path through the ocean. This is mad. Nagasaki Bay is at least 20 meters deep. I can't even imagine how much water he must be displacing to do this. Why are divine spirits always so completely insane? Now I see. Okay then. By my command seal. Oh my god, I used all 3 commands. What the fuck am I supposed to do with these?
Give them back tomorrow.
Okay, cool. There it is. Nice work, manager. You didn't hesitate for a moment. The treasured pearls have opened the gate of Watatsumi. All we have to do is draw out every last bit of power, then add ours to it. Okay, here we go, Chica. Follow my lead. I'm doing this too? Oh man. Oh man. Okay, got it. Starlet. Marmalade. What? He's getting fucking destroyed. Damn, seriously? They actually got the giant turtle. Wow, high schoolers today are really something else. Is it all thanks to the command spells powering it up? No, it was more than that. I think they were using magical energy directly from the next world. That can't be right. Their spirit origin couldn't possibly endure the strain. Let's get off the ship and see for ourselves. Wait, don't disembark just yet. Is that? No, it can't be. He's still here? I think I overdid it. Yeah, I'm pretty worn out. Well, duh, that's what happens when you push yourself so hard. So hey, I'd kind of like to get out of here now. How do we get back to our own selves? I like to do that too, but I think we should wait. We still have to face him. Him? Yeah, he didn't die. There was a giant turtle blocking him. And he's mad now. You really done it now, Sora. This is exactly why you can never let your guard down around Awatatsume gods like you. Mr. Umasachi. I'm impressed. That girl's strike just now was truly magnificent. I won't be able to use the spirits anymore. I'll never be able to assume that turtle's form again. So I'll just have to be content with the ones I managed to absorb myself. Are you nuts? You still haven't given up? Of course not. I may have failed to open the gate to Wanatsumi no Miya, but at least I've finally gotten warmed up. But what a shame. It looks as though your spirit origin is on the verge of collapse as well. Seems this final battle is going to be quite dull. Stop the match! Hibino, Katsuragi. Manager, you guys. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get against us. Good, good. That's more like it. Come at me. All of you. All at once. You can all bear witness to my final rampage. You know, most people would simply give up after getting their shit completely rocked. But he's still going for it. I commend him for that. Let's see. I think I could probably go here. Manual setup. Okay. The reason is that I'm just gonna bring in everyone, and since this is Otohime, I'll do it this way. Light up. Put her here. Bring them in. Bring them in. And for the back, I guess I'll keep this. Who's a good assassin to put into the back in case things go really bad? Gray's an AoEer. See an assassin? Just in case. Big think on this one. I mean, I could probably just put in common, to be honest with you. It'll be fine. So I'll go here. Go here. Yeah, I'll just use the event C, it's fine. Okay. If things go real bad, it should be fine. Yeah, look at him. He's almost dead anyway. This is gonna be not too bad. I think I'll feast on this first. What a dick. Before he did anything, he made sure to hit me. Okay, I'll go here. One moment. Okay. Fixing just a slight issue here. So let's go back here. I don't want to do this just yet because that gives MP gain. I could definitely do this because it buffs them. That's for yourself. I don't really need to be using that right now. At least I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. Unless I wanted to give some... Okay, we'll go here. Marmalade! Okay, so it is actually marmalade. For some reason in my head I'm like, it doesn't sound like it would actually be marmalade, but I didn't want to ruin the moment by not saying marmalade. So there was a slight in between before me saying it. Fuck, is he just like doing nothing but targeting them? There, please. I'll also go here a little bit. To get more for next turn, I suppose. It'd be very nice if I could just kill him right here. And then deal with the final stage. We'll get there. Then I think they don't have an evade. I thought they had an evade with one of their skills, but apparently not. It's only just begun. Okay, they had an evade, thank god. But they're also cursed to an insane degree. Okay, I'll go here a little bit. Sure. Yeah. Okay, we'll go here. Don't know if it'll be enough to kill, but it could be. Unfortunately, none of those bonus damage matters to this guy, so I'm just hitting him with some fantastic poetry. Way to play an egg. Fantastic. I didn't expect much damage from that, though. Yeah, a little bit better, and then not bad. First. Right, and then I'll make him target mash. And then, I think I'll go here. I was debating putting quick first to give a better chance of quick. Oh my god, just completely unlucky. If I had gone in, we'll see. Okay, they died. Cards. Very nice, very nice. Exactly how I planned it, minus the part where I swapped out Waver to go put in someone else to get some MP boost at the end. Ah. Take this. Yeah. Well done. We did it. We beat a divine spirit all on our own. Hell yeah, we did, Professor Melucci. We are the GOAT. This is the power of friendship, baby. Oh, wait, I never said anything about friendship. I hate you. Mr. Umasachi. Worry not, I'm well and truly spent this time. Now that was a proper battle. Here, a reward for the victor. Use it as you lot see fit. The Holy Grail! That was a good battle. It made my heart dance. I gave it all I had, and I still lost. I have no regrets. This is far better than being cursed and flooded. I never want to lose so pathetically again. Then you mean... Hey, Umasachi Hiko, I'm curious about something. Do you resent your brother? No. Why? Why? I mean, come on. He cursed you. Used the treasure pearls on you? It really doesn't seem fair, right? If you want to win, you do whatever it takes. That's what he did, and he beat me. There's nothing else to it. Although I suppose I do regret that I wasn't able to fight him at full strength. I think he was disappointed as well. Well, if we ever did fight again, I have no doubt I would win. I swear, this god is such a pain in the ass. What are you saying, Nagiko? Haha, well said, Umasachi. Babu. Dr. Bulbul, but I thought the turtle ate you. What happened? Were you freed when Iwabune disappeared? Not that I'm not glad you're alright, but still. Thank you, Umasachi. You used the Holy Grail's power to keep Ine and me safe, didn't you? For all your foul talk, you're far too soft on humans. Oh, me. Enough of that, you don't mean it. Besides, I told you, I don't care for such sappy talk. I just didn't want the guilt of knowing I let my master die. That's all. You're a tsundere. What's that? That was a fine duel, Masachi. You are truly a man of the sea, with a heart big enough to match. In my capacity as your master, I failed to make full use of your capabilities. For that, I am sorry. Still, I'm glad it was you I summoned. Yeah, I guess it wasn't all bad. If you ever wanted to summon me again, I wouldn't mind answering your call. No, that won't be happening. Lord Seabold. Thank you, Otohime. I owe you a great deal as well. How is Otaku-san? Is she still well? Oh yeah, she's fine, but she's eagerly awaiting for the two of you to return. I see. I'm glad to hear that. Otohime, would you help me apologize to her? What? Absolutely not. Now then. Hibiki? No. Serious? You're using the tide-ebbing pearl's power to part the sea now, yes? Uh-huh. Leaving the bottom of the sea all dry like this can't be good. It's time you put things back to how they were. I'm gonna stay here. You should go back to your ship. Huh? What are you saying? If you stay here, you'll drown once the sea is back to normal. Unless you'd be okay, since you're a servant. No, I'll still drown. Even as a god, I've been vulnerable to water ever since I was cursed. Pathetic, isn't it? A fisherman can't even go into the ocean. I don't know. I know a pirate who can't go into the ocean, and let me tell you, man, he's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. Kind of reminds me of a monkey. Be that as it may, I'm still a man of the sea. I'm going to end my existence as a servant. I want it to be in the ocean. Send me back to the ocean. I want to go back to the ocean. He says as he tells you, please drown me. Hang on a second. You asking us to leave me to die doesn't mean we can actually do it. Please drown me. No, don't say that. As you can see, I don't have much time left anyway. Oh. Come on, Chica, we need to take everyone else back to the ship. Mr. Omasachi? I was right, you really aren't a bad god. Yeah. Even at the end, you're still throwing me off. Alright, go on already. Theobald. Yes, Umasachi? That didn't fit on your back. You said her name was Ine. Raise her well. What's the blessing you give at times like this? May you always be in good health, free from illness. Anyway, you have it now. Take it with gratitude. Goo goo. Thank you, Masachi Hiko. Farewell, noble god from a foreign land. And then they drowned him. Fuck, he fucking died. Quest complete. Complete all daily missions. Alright. Next star to read. Whew! We finally made it. Feels like forever since I set foot on land. Don't exaggerate, it hasn't been a day. Hmm? Doctor! Otaku-san, I'm sorry to make you worry about... Shut up! Alt! The classic paper fan slap. Damn right I'm worried about you, Doctor. Can you even imagine how worried? And you even took Ine with you. I'm a patient woman, Doctor, but I still have my limits. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Hit him again. He did take a baby. He really, it's kind of fucked up. He could have left the baby behind. He didn't need to take the baby with him. Nagiko. Stop. I take back what I said earlier. I finally feel like I'm standing on solid ground again. Right? Everybody's okay, and we got the Holy Grail too. All that's left now is going back to Chaldea. Oh, right. Guess that means this is goodbye then. You know, it's strange. This minute singularity has been nothing but trouble, and yet there's a part of me that'll be sad to see it go. Manager! What's up? This is all taken care of now, right? We should throw a wrap party to celebrate. I hope you're hungry, because today we're gonna show you what we really can do in the kitchen. Right, Tototo? Totohime. Lady Woki. I know I've caused a great deal of trouble for you and everyone else. I know I have no right to ask this of you. But do you think you could find it in your heart to stay just one more night? I'm still hoping I can find some way to express my gratitude to you. Sure. Let's make sweets together like we promised. Oh yes, that sounds wonderful. It'll be a collaboration symbolizing our shared love. Wait, when did I say that? Now that that's settled, there's no time to waste. Let's find an establishment we can reserve right away, then we can get to work. As long as it's not our cafe, Croc. You're welcome to use our house. We can make it a true banquet, a night of merriment for all to come together to drink, celebrate, and enjoy themselves. Ha ha ha! And I include us and everyone as well. Theobald. I'll be leaving tomorrow. This will be my last night here. So if nothing else, I would like to spend it with a big smile on my face. Where'd Chikachi run off to? Chika, she's still recovering from her seasickness. Ooh, gotcha. You two have been, without a doubt, the least servant-like servants I've ever seen. Waver does not approve of you non-servant-like acting servants. Doctor, will you promise not to laugh at me if I ask you a ridiculous question? Of course. What is it, Otaku-san? There's something about you now that seems different from the doctor I know. It's as though you've lived for days, years, decades beyond this point, and came back to Ine and me as a much older man in a young man's body. You have, haven't you? What makes you think that? After all the time we've spent together, I guess I can just tell. You used to leave carrying Ine entirely to me. Now I can hardly tear you away from her. I can't help but feel as if you're trying to make up for lost time. I suppose you got me there. Taka-san, the truth is, Doctor? Please, tell me after you go back to your home country. Do we ever see each other again? Yes. Yes, of course we do. I promise you I will return. Although, I'm afraid it won't be for a long time. Very, very long time. That's alright. I'm just glad I got to hear that. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have spent many of my days to come grieving your absence. But now that I know you'll return to me one day, I'm sure I'll be able to go on no matter what life has in store. But, Otaku-san, You may end up forgetting everything I've just told you, or that I was even here at all. Oh, do you really think I could forget you even if I tried, Doctor? Right. That's right. I'd almost forgotten what kind of person you were myself, Otaki. Thank you. I was dangerously close to sticking my nose where it didn't belong. Took me a long time, but I finally understand. The only beautiful, peaceful country I need is you, Otaki. Wherever you are, there too is my beautiful, peaceful country. Doctor? Are you leaving me again? I'm afraid this is farewell for now, Otaku-san. Please, take care of yourself. And take care of Ine as well, until I can see you both once more. Baba? That baby must be really fucking confused right now, because her dad was there for a second, and then he just fucking left. I wonder if Dr. Bulbul left by now. Hope he didn't make Otaki cry. So, Mr. Seabold, Otaki and Ine won't be able to see each other again for another 30 years? It'll be okay, right? History's not going to change in a way that keeps them apart forever, right? This minute singularity is already repaired. History will continue as it should, now unaltered. Speaking of which, we can't stay here forever, either. It won't be long before everything goes back to the way it's meant to be. Oh, I was hoping to try a Nagasaki specialty like champon or sara udon before we left. Don't be ridiculous, none of that exists in this time. You'd realize that if you thought for 2 seconds, you... Mitochondria. I was like, I was trying to think, I was thinking of midichlorians from Star Wars, but no, it's mitochondria. What was that? How about you and I settle things once and for all before we disappear, you piss poor excuse for a god? Do you really think you can lay a hand on me? With 3D projection, remember? Why, you dirty little... Chica, Sora! Don't try to stop me, Hibiki. I'm finally gonna tear this jackass a new one. I wasn't trying to stop you. Look! Yo, hey. Yuta? Move it, Croc. We want to leave this place neater than we found it, Croc. Croc, Croc, Croc! I don't know how I'm going to bring myself to say goodbye, Lady Wookie. To think I'll never see you again. Thank you for everything. So here's an idea. What if you use that holy grail you just collected to stay here forever? We could open up a small sweet shop together and live here happily ever after. We'll want at least enough children to make our own baseball team, of course. And listen, I'm willing, but there's currently an issue here, which is actually with the Holy Grail we could probably find a way. Actually, based off of the relationship between Saber and Mordred, there is definitely a way. But either way, I'm sorry, I can't. Don't worry, I'm just joking. Okay, okay. The real Lady Kiyohime is waiting for you back at Chaldea, right? Will you pass how grateful I am for her letting me use her spirit origin? I just realized, I guess it would be like a weird, like, cuck chair type situation between Otohime and Kiyohime while she's in this form, I suppose. If Otohime is currently the one in control of this entire situation. And also, would you please take good care of her? For me? Yeah, you got it, bruh. I do care for her, but... Oh, Lady Wookie. If you ask me, a little white lie isn't such a bad thing in a moment like this. No, but Kiyohime really doesn't like it when you lie. Oh, that was sooner than I expected. No! Bye-bye, Croc. Where are we going, Croc? No! My favorite characters! They're gone! That's fucked up. I can't even get them to Chaldea. There's no, like, way for me to get this shark pirate. Well, Lady Wookie, it seems this really is goodbye. I'm sure you can find pictures of me in many illustrated storybooks. But I hope you'll remember that the Otohime you met here existed just for you. So, did you miss me after I was gone? I knew it. You never could do anything on your own. But hey, you're okay now, right? Yeah, I think I am. Good. Yuta. I'm pretty sure you and I are heading to two very different places. I'll probably never get to see you again. But I have to go all the same. I know. That's okay. That's where you're meant to be, Asura. Goodbye, Yuta. Goodbye, Asura. Welcome back. So, did you finish saying your goodbyes? Well, this is me we're talking about, so I'd say it went pretty well. Are you glad you got to see her one last time? I am. Although I still want to know what the heck she was, exactly. She wasn't a ghost, right? The gate swallowed her along with the turtle, so she must have been released along with it when Umasachi Hiko broke the seal on it. I guess she was the same kind of being as those soldiers composed from wrath, not of this world, only able to remain a short while. Who cares? All that matters to me is that I got to say goodbye. Now then, Shikagi, Kibiki, I think it's time you and I said our goodbyes as well. Huh? But we're your servant, right? Does this mean you're firing us? No, not at all. I'm just saying this is the last time I'll show myself like this. I only appeared in the first place because of how unusual this situation is. Normally I shouldn't be out in the open like this. So from now on I'm going to let you two handle the servant stuff and just stick to being a god behind the curtain. Then we'll never get to talk to you like this again. You may not be able to see or hear me, but I'll still always be with you, both. I'm looking forward to learning all about the outside world through your eyes. So, you're gonna be with us all the time? Great. Just great. We're a package deal now. Like it or not, for my part, I hope you never change either. Well, there you have it. Bye! That was kind of anticlimactic. I'm sure he'll pop up again when we least expect it. He's like that. I mean, you do still have the phone. I assume maybe the phone doesn't work anymore. Who knows? It's a good question. All that aside, now that I stop and think about this, it's a lot to take in. I mean, me, a servant and vessel for an actual god, I'm just a regular person. I don't know if I can handle all that. Personally, I'm kind of happy about this. Two of us make a single servant, right? So we'll always be together when we're called into action. And as long as we're together, I don't think we need to be afraid of anything. You know, sometimes you're so easygoing it kind of worries me. But I guess that's okay. If we're stuck together, I can live with that. Huh? I guess this means it's time. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for everything. Wahaha, don't worry about it. Yes, we owe you we owe you our thanks as well. We couldn't have done this without your help. Oh. You know, I've been meaning to ask. Servants were originally famous people, right? So who did you two used to be? Not telling. Why not? Trust me, you two would just be disappointed to learn her true name. On so many levels. If you really want to know who I am, I'll tell you the next time we meet. So you'd better come see us again sometime, Chikachi and Hibikachi. Okay, later Nakiko. Later Waver. Right. Yes, I suppose we may meet again sometime, though I might look a little different than you remember. Here, drinking milk will help you grow taller. It's just an old wives' tale. Besides, I wasn't referring to my height. Alright, manager? Yeah? Were we helpful? Even just a little? Of course. Me? Oh, good. Well, I guess hanging out with you has been kind of fun. If you hadn't shown up, we might still be stuck selling dumplings. Don't say things like that. Oh, one last thing, if you can't do this for any reason, that's fine, but... You guys sound like you could use all the help you can get, right? So if you end up needing ours, go ahead and call on us. Are you sure? After everything we've been through? Of course I'm sure. I will. I promise. Meh. You hear that, Chica? I can't wait. Well, I think this is it. Goodbye, manager. Goodbye, Nakiko. Goodbye, Waver. Until we meet again. Well... And now, the epilogue. Epilogue. Crossing the Magpie Bridge. Kentucky. What? Damn, I was so shocked seeing you two together, I accidentally did a double take. What are you up to today? Prof? I know she dresses kind of wild, but she's a good kid at heart. I don't know what she did to piss you off, but go easy on her, okay? Whoa! Damn, must have really screwed up. How come you got called to the principal's office? Hey, so like... I mean, I figure you could use a good scolding, but I gotta know, like, what you did to earn it, though. What's the deal? Why does everyone think I'm going in for detention or something? We're just having a little rap party to celebrate making it back from the race shift. Suppose it just goes to show what goes around comes around. Also, this isn't a rap party. I was just having a smoke when you sat down, uninvited, I might add. Aw, come on, Prof, don't be like that. We just got back from fixing a singularity together, right? Not to mention that whenever I'm with you, I can feel Ashia Doman eyeing me with a certain amount of pity. It kind of pisses me off. A bit mumbo-chan, just jelly about being left out of the fun. So we'll just have to invite him to join us when we go out for some fun later. Nagiko, please don't bother Lord Zhonglong too much. In fact, now that I think of it, You didn't make too much trouble for him during your race shift, did you? Hey, that's crazy talk, Koruchi. I wish you could have seen it. There we were, the mood maker, the tactician, and our special guest star, high school girls dropping sharks left and right like pow! Stop, please. No one will understand a word of this if you're going to describe it in that way. Still, it's true. Sei Shonagon was a big help. I probably would have had a hard time resolving that singularity without her and the other two. See? That grin, so bright. I see. A curse from Awaratsume no Kami. Sounds like a curse of eternal absolute dominance. One that curses not only that person, but all their descendants as well. Truth be told, I can't blame this Umasachi Hiko person for wanting to use the Holy Grail to be free of it. Sachi's actual wish was even simpler than that, though. It was a real nasty curse, that's for sure. I must say, after hearing that story, I can't help but wonder. Why did Yamasachi Hiko need to curse his brother in the first place? Good point. It was Yamasachi Hiko who forced the exchange of the bow and the fishing hook. He was also the one who lost it. So his actions in response to his older brother's anger would seem to be somewhat disproportionate. Ooh. I've actually got a theory about this. You two mind being my sounding board? You mean a theory about why Umasachi Hiko ended up so cursed, Nagiko? Oh well, I guess there's no harm in hearing you out. Go on then, let's have it. Okay, I was hoping for some actual enthusiasm, but I'll take it. Okay, so according to Japan's big creation myth, the god Susanoo ruled the sea after Japan was first formed, right? But then he went to Hahanokuni, and there was no one around to take over his job for a while. But eventually, Watatsumi no Kami stepped up and became the new ruler of the sea, right? So then, that went on until Amaterasu's grandson, Ninigi no Mikoto, came into the world. This new god, along with his family, which included the Sachi Bros, went on to rule the earth. The Watatsumi no Kami must have been worried sick that Umasachi Hiko in particular would one day try to encroach on his sea territory. He knew that Amaterasu's descendants were already ruling the land, so he figured it was only a matter of time until they tried to expand their rule to the sea as well. So, when he just happened to hear about strife between the Sachi Bros, he came up with a plan. He would take advantage of the younger brother, Yamasachi Hiko, to curse Umasachi Hiko, who lived in harmony with the sea, with a body that could no longer survive in water. Yamasachi Hiko would then go on to marry Watatsumi no Kami's daughter, but they end up splitting at the end, right? So now, Umasachi Hiko can no longer go in the ocean, and the boundary connecting the land and sea has been closed off. That made the sea an impenetrable realm no one could ever steal from its ruler. That's, how can I put this? The thinking seems a little preposterous. You do? Aw, I should have known. An unwitting pawn in someone else's game. Maybe Umasachi Hiko really did sense something unseeable that reminded him of himself. Perhaps that was why a divine spirit who normally wouldn't obey a human's command decided to answer his summons, or perhaps not. Come on, Laura Yulong, don't you start humoring this nonsense too. Hey, Professor Malucci, can I ask you something? Theobald got to see Otaki and Ine again 30 years later, right? Do you think Umasachi Hiko ever get his wish visit Watatsumi no Kami? And get to see his loved ones again at some point? I almost forgot. Today's Tanabata, isn't it? The day when a weaver and a coward cross a bridge formed by magpies so they can be together for just one night. Hmm? Those two can be reunited even temporarily because someone wished for it. Maybe Umasachi Hiko will get a miracle of his own one day too. Maybe. Ooh. Da Vinci looks like a cat mesmerized by outer space. Well, there was a lot of issues with this latest ray shift again, so... Okay, better snap out of it. I can't afford to be freezing up over this kind of stuff. Not with swimsuit season just around the corner, so for the time being, I'm glad to see you back safe and sound, Wookie. I'm sorry for putting you through yet another ordeal. The minute singularity is all repaired now, and the city of Nagasaki is back to its proper historical course. Da Vinci, can I ask a question? Theobald and Ataki did get to see each other again eventually, right? Yes, in 1859, 30 years from this last ray shift. Theobald's banishment is lifted and he does return to Japan and sees Ataki again, along with his new family. His new family? Then you mean... I guess it just goes to show you, life isn't a fairy tale. Otaki had a hard life, raised a mixed child in an era that was just more hostile to such things, and of course, Theobald was banished, unable to return to Japan. Both were young and they were never formally married. They couldn't wait around for each other to begin living their lives. Yes, I suppose you're right. We can't keep moving forward if we're always focused on what's behind us. They're really leaving out the important... So I ended up looking up, because these are real historical people, they're really leaving a lot of... There's a reason why they weren't married, and that's because Otaki was a courtesan. And, you know, I'm not saying that there wasn't potentially love there, because he did eventually come back and stuff like that. I'm just saying there's some very obvious... Like, she married not long after he left. But he also tried to keep in contact with people that were always there. I don't know. History is really weird, but if you're wondering, like, hey, how does some of this stuff go? It's because the real life history, they probably don't want to talk about the fact that she was a courtesan at that time. And that's how Theobald had her, basically. Doesn't really fit well into the love story that they got going on here. But anyway, we can't keep moving forward if we're always focused on what's behind us. I don't think that's quite right. Huh? Yeah, that's true. Nothing lasts forever, but that doesn't mean what we build disappears entirely. Otaki did a great job raising her and Theobald's child. That child went on to become a doctor just like her father. That's true. The same is true for Theobald, who never stopped calling for Japan to open its borders even after he left. So I like to think that their desire to see each other again gave them both strength to keep living their lives. But then, maybe that's just me being a romantic. No, not at all. I like to think the same. Yeah, I do too, actually. And I think the same must be true for Orihime and Hikoboshi as well. Orihime? Right. I've actually been thinking about the story of Tanabata ever since I first heard it, senpai. In particular, I've been thinking about how the lovers must spend the year while they're apart. At first, I thought they must be desperately sad, being forced to spend a whole year without each other. But I see now that there's more to it than that. They have faith that they'll see each other again, and that gives them the strength to keep going. I think it must have been the same for Theobald and Otaki, too. I'm sure it was. Alright, today's Tanabata, isn't it? Emmy has been cooking up a storm to celebrate. Why don't you two go enjoy the feast? I'll open up the simulator too, in case you want to see the stars. It won't be quite the same, but hey, it's better than nothing. Thank you, Da Vinci. Welcome back, Master. It's me, your Kiyohime. Congratulations on another job well done. The Tanabata feast is all ready. Why don't you come with me to the cafeteria and... Hold up. Yeah. Why are you dressed like that? Oh, this? When I woke up today, I was already wearing it. While we were apart, I figured something incredible must have happened. Our undying love transformed me into my ultimate form. Is that not the case? I don't even... Would you please take good care of her for me? For me? For me? Does this mean... But the Hime Kiyohime's obsession was so powerful it actually affected Kiyohime all the way from the throne? Seriously? Yikes. Now what is it? It looks like another new minute singularity has just appeared. Already? Oh, come on. It's happening on Easter Island in the Pacific Ocean, the one with the Moe statues. Maui. We're getting a clear signal on the monitor. Oh, it looks like there's writing on the ground. SOS? Help us, manager? What? Is that code or something? Senpai? Why are you smiling? I think those are friends of mine. Huh? Friends, you say? Hang on, I'm gonna go pick them up. Beong. Woo! Okay, we have our message all set, but do you really think she'll see it? Of course! Great work! Don't worry, she'll find us in no time, I know it. Hey! If you're done over there, can you give me a hand already? Yeah! Moe, moe, moe! How dare you heretics intrude on our holy land. We're gonna sacrifice you to King Moe over this. King Maui for this. King Maui. What? Don't listen to them. That's no Moe statue. Alright, Hibiki. And what's your face with the green hair? It's Azumi no Asura time. Didn't you know my damn name by now? What are you doing just showing up here like no biggie anyway? Come on, Chica, let's do this thing. Manager, come and get us already. Yep, and that's everything. I have a rank EX food thingy. I have a high difficulty quest that I can probably go do a little bit of a later time. But that's the end of the event, everyone, and that's the story. What did I end up thinking about it? I think it's a very cute story. I know I was saying some specific things about like, hey, this is how the real world story of the version of the story happened. But whenever I bring up stuff like that, I don't think it ever actually impedes how I feel about the story being told. The way I kind of see it is very similar to the movie Ed Wood, where when Tim Burton made Ed Wood, it was the idea of Ed Wood and like shaping it to mean something more than what the person's life was, really like what the overall statement of the life is. And I think that ends up being perfectly fine if it actually ends up clashing with like real world history type things. It's like, yeah, it was a little bit more complicated in real life, obviously. Stuff to the point where I don't even fully know. This was just me quickly reading some articles about it and a Wikipedia page and stuff like that. But I still think the story was very nicely well told. I do kind of like that all of the stories kind of had the same kind of through line of waiting for a lot of people and waiting an extremely long time to be able to see him again. I think it ends up being a nice little nice little story there. I like the characters in it. I like the sharks. I think this has been happening for a while, but I think at some point they should actually just make a servant that's just the shark pirate. I think Shark Pirate might secretly be one of the best NPCs that they have. And they keep using Shark Pirate in various things. And I only just now realize it as I go through here, but I feel like Shark Pirate shows up a decent bit there, and every single time Shark Pirate is good. But anyway, overall, really liked it. And that's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in a later video. Until next time, best of luck to you, and bye-bye. Peace out. Bye.